Hello, this is J183, and this is my review of the United States Grand Prix, which just finished, and I'm not very happy as Max Verstappen has been absolutely robbed, thanks to the FIA, in my opinion, but we'll get onto that a bit later. But first off, Lewis Hamilton won the race, quite dominant victory. He got a bad start, so Vettel did overtake him, and but then a few laps later, I think it's like lap 6 or something, Hamilton just DRS straight past Vettel and had the much better car throughout, so yeah. Hamilton ended up winning from Sebastian Vettel, who did a two-stop strategy, interestingly, and had to overtake Bottas and Raikkonen at the end, which he did well. I say overtake Raikkonen, Raikkonen had to let him through at the end, and that's exactly what happened. Sebastian Vettel second, and then the final place on the podium, Max Verstappen started 15th and worked his way up the grid, finished across the line in third, only for the FIA to penalise him for driving off the track, which I admit he did do. He overtook Raikkonen, well, he had to go off the track because Raikkonen turned in, and reactions mean that either he goes off the track or he crashes into him, so what are you going to choose really? So Verstappen drove off the track a little bit and got a penalty, 5-second penalty, for leaving the track and gaining an advantage, which is exactly what every single other driver did the whole race at the penultimate corner, and also in the S's I saw a few times drivers would just straight line one of the S curves and get away with it because they didn't overtake anyone, but like the penalty is for gaining an advantage, not overtaking, so like, I don't even understand. The FIA just completely ruined Verstappen, and he got a brilliant podium, and they had it robbed away from him by the FIA, the Ferrari International Agency, as I think they like to be known. And yeah, that handed Raikkonen the podium. And in 5th place was Bottas. He is just awful. Please just get out. Put Ocon there, Verline, anyone. Put, like, I don't even care, Van Dorn in there or something. Just any one of them Bottas. He's the worst. I tweeted this out earlier. He's the worst ever driver to be given the best car on the track. I cannot think of anyone worse, because he's just completely below par. He finished 34 seconds behind Hamilton because they ended up pitting him right at the end. He hasn't had a podium in, I think, since Italy, which is obviously Mercedes OP. And before that, he didn't have a podium at Spa either. It's just ridiculous. Get out. It's got the fastest car, and he's getting 5th place week in, week out. Just, it's awful. And 6th place was Esteban Ocon, who was just ahead of Carlos Sainz. On the BBC it says they actually finished with no time between them, but I'm pretty sure that's a glitch or something. But Sainz, good solid debut in the Renault, did very well, very good move on the outside of Perez on the Turkey turn 8 corner. And yeah, Ricciardo DNF'd in the race, unfortunately for him, and he had an engine issue. He was on for a decent strategy, but he was driving so stupidly. Like, I normally quite like Ricciardo because he goes for bold moves, but the moves he was trying on Bottas earlier in the race were just stupid. Like, he came from about 50 metres back, and that's not even an exaggeration. They were just ridiculous, and he got his karma back in him when his car broke down and retired. So yeah, bad luck for Ricciardo, but he deserved it after what he was doing to Bottas in the first stint. So yeah, Perez came 8th after complaining that he had much better pace. Then Ocon ended up about 20 seconds behind, so great pace there, Checo, well done. And 9th place, Felipe Massa, did a solid job. Started 9th, finished 9th, and yeah, decent. He'll take that, I reckon. A few more points for Williams. Renault got a few more points this weekend, but it's still a very good battle for that, I think, 5th place in the championship with Toro Rosso and Haas in there as well. Talking with Toro Rosso, Daniel Kvyat did very well, I thought. Like, one of my drivers of the day. He was really good today. Very solid driver, exactly what he needed. And I think he should be in the fray for the Williams seat. Although he's like a year too young, and like, just put him in there. I think he deserves the seat. He's very solid. And I saw a little rumour that Helmut Marko said that they're considering, or they're probably going to keep Hartley on instead of Kvyat when Gasly comes back from Mexico, which would be stupid because, like, I don't want to rip into Brendan Hartley too much. He hasn't driven an open wheeler since like 2013, but still, Kvyat is clearly way better. So why on earth would you keep Brendan Hartley in that car instead of Kvyat? Kvyat got a point today. Like, it's a solid job, and like when he's not got, like, he's under pressure, and maybe he performs under pressure. We saw in the like high pressure scenario of Red Bull, he was actually pretty solid. He beat Ricciardo in 2015, so I think Kvyat deserves to stay in that seat for the rest of the season, and maybe even next season as well. I think he done all right today, and very good job. And Lance Stroll ended up 11th. I didn't really see him the whole race. He was pretty average. And then Stoffel Van Dorn 12th, with Brendan Hartley 13th, Romain Grosjean, Marcus Ericsson, who he went for a very good move on K.O. Magnussen, and then just got completely boned by the FIA. It was ridiculous. Like, 5 seconds for that. He went for a move and Magnussen turned into him and like almost took his front wing off. And like, I don't know, the FIA had something up with him today. I don't know what they were doing really, but Magnussen finished 16th, last place, very disappointing. Haas didn't do very well at all, 14th to 16th. With the retirements being Fernando Alonso, engine failure, Ricciardo, engine failure, Verline got damaged when Magnussen tried to kill him, at the hairpin, and Hulkenberg I think had a lack of oil pressure which made him retire earlier in the race. That's unfortunate because I'm a Hulkenberg fan, and he hasn't scored points since Spa, so it's getting a little bit annoying at this point in the season. But hopefully he'll pick it up towards the end of the season, and now he got Sainz with him. It should push him on to a next level. After for the previous few races, he had Palmer, who's been absolutely awful, so Hulkenberg hasn't really been pushed, but now Sainz is there. It should push him on for a whole new level, and on the whole, I thought it was a very good race. Like, I'd probably give it, well, the midfield battling was good. Obviously we had a change of lead, which is quite rare in modern day F1, but overall I give it about a 6 or 7 out of 10. Good race, and yeah, that's going to be the end of this review. If you did enjoy it, then leave a like, comment what you thought on the race, and subscribe for future race reviews. This has been JY83, and I will see you next time.